I got the Weber Kettle going on, and I don't know if you can see that right there, but there's a spatchcock turkey on it. Oh yeah. Hey, I'm Big Lew, and this is Big Lew Barbecue and other things I want to do, and let me tell you what I got going on for you. You saw it in the cold open, spatchcock turkey on the Weber Kettle grill. Now, I recorded this intro the other day when I did the turkey, but some things have changed, and I decided I need to redo the intro. All right, first of all, I had planned to cook that turkey in about 2 to 2.5 hours, and you can do that at around 350 degrees, a little hotter than that maybe, and it'll cook fairly fast. It was a windy day, and my coals didn't light all the way like I wanted them to. I don't know if the coals were damped or whatever, but anyway, it cooked around 250 to 275, so the high end of smoking temperatures, and it took about 3 to 3.5 hours. Took about an extra hour to cook this turkey. So that's why I'm redoing the intro, because everything I predicted was about to happen didn't exactly happen. All right. Anyway, it was a delicious turkey, and I hope that you see at the end of it, it looked good. Another thing I did is made gravy. Now here's the deal. My mama, bless her heart, I love her, and she gave me the paella pan that I actually wound up cooking the turkey in. But she always says, I don't like fried turkeys, I don't like smoked turkeys, I don't like grilled turkeys, because I said, why not? She says, well, you don't get the drippings and you don't get the gravy. That's not the case. You can make good gravy to go on that turkey right there on the grill. And so if you're planning a turkey for Thanksgiving, this might be an option, because you get the gravy and the drippings, all right? And you don't have to worry about your oven being tied up with the turkey, and you can cook the dressing and the pies and all that good stuff. All right, I got to tell you though, this turkey was delicious, and this is the third day after cooking it. So I cooked it on Sunday, and I'm recording this on a Tuesday night, and I'm just about to go eat some more of the leftovers. Also made some dressing too. That's going to be in a companion video. Just hit the description box and you'll see a link to the dressing video that goes with this turkey and gravy that you'll see in this video. Anyway, I hope you enjoy spatchcock turkey on the Weber Kettle Grill. Thanks for watching Big Lew Barbecue. All right, I've got a turkey here, and doesn't really matter which brand. Just, I say get the cheapest. Birds are birds, you know. All right, first thing you want to do, you want to take this silly thing out here. We're not going to use that. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to spatchcock it. All right, you're going to need either a sharp knife or a pair of kitchen shears. I've just sharpened up these shears, and I've just honed up the knife. So I think both of them have a good enough edge to get this thing spatchcocked. Either way you prefer to do it, but the key thing is it's harder to do a spatchcock or turkey than a chicken, because the bones are bigger and thicker, and you're going to need sharp shears or a sharp knife. All right, cut this little thing off. If it's wire, you kind of got to move it. And you can kind of pull it apart like this, and then you reach down below the tailbone here and pull that plastic thing out. Don't need that. I'm gonna cut the tailbone off right there. Inside this turkey, it has a gravy packet, and that's what I'm going to be using to make the gravy today. If it doesn't have a gravy packet, you make stock with the backbone and the neck and the tailbone and all that stuff. You can make stock with that, and then you can use that stock. So we're gonna do all that. Now back here, you'll have a giblet. Now there was somebody in my wife's family, I'm not gonna say who, one year wanted to cook turkey for Thanksgiving, and she actually baked the turkey with the giblet packet in it. All right, there's a gizzard. I'm probably gonna throw that in for the stock. And the heart's in there. I'll probably cook that with the stock. But that liver, I'm going to cook on the grill, because I like liver. So I'm going to cook that on the grill for me. All right. Breast side, back. All right. What I do is I usually start right here at the neck and just start cutting right through. If your knife won't get it, be careful though. You may want to get the shears, because it is harder to do a turkey than a chicken. I usually just There we go. Right there by that thigh bone, it's hard to get through. All right, so one side of the backbone is cut. Now the other side, I'm gonna show you how it works with shears, all right? I may need to turn it around like this so you can see what I'm doing a little better. Start here on this side and just go through. I don't like shears because I'm Big Lew and they usually, and you just cut. But as you see, I prefer to do it with my knife. Even though I just sharpened these shears up, I just have an easier time getting it done with the knife. Good knife works better. There we go. We are through. Right there by the all right, we're gonna save this backbone. We're gonna make stock with it. I don't know if I'm gonna make a rice dressing or a cornbread dressing, but I'm gonna make a dressing with the stock. And normally I'd probably use some of that stock in the gravy, but since it comes with the gravy pack, I'm gonna just go ahead and use the gravy pack. All right, now, you kind of want to just break that wishbone apart. That's what I do. Some people remove the wishbone. It's right about here. Did you see that little white thing right there? I just take my knife and just and once you get it cut like that, you can kind of get your fingers in there, right through here like this, and go right down through that breastbone. You see that breastbone right there? You see? And we're gonna get our fingers there, and then I'm gonna run my fingers down the other side. You may need to cut a little bit. Get my fingers on the other side of that breastbone right there. And I can go from this side. If you're wondering why I don't use gloves, this is easier to do without gloves. Keep your hands clean, that's all I gotta say. If you don't like it, do it your way. And then I just pull the breastbone out. And it's sort of still attached to that wishbone right there. So I'm just gonna cut through the wishbone. Get that one off of there. All right. We boil the breastbone in the stock too, and our turkey lays out flat like that. Spatchcock turkey. All right, what I'm using, Tony Chachere's. I like this brand. I'm kind of partial to this brand. I have a story about why. If you'll check out my Cajun Creole seasoning recipe story, I'll tell you why I'm partial to Tony's. But you can use whatever brand you like, or you can make your own. They're not that hard to make. Hardest part is making some clarified butter. But it's not that hard to make. I've made my own before, but it's easy to buy this in the store. It's a little more expensive in November. It's about $1 more expensive in November than if you buy it in the spring and stock up on it. And I'm going to be using this poultry rub, which is a poultry rub that I make. I'll put a link in the description box to my recipe for this poultry rub. It was specifically designed for smoked turkeys. My grandfather used this recipe all the time, and he always used it on smoked turkeys, pretty much only, but I use it on just about everything poultry that I cook on a grill or smoke. All right, well, I poured the injection into this jar. Now, you do not want to use your needle thing inside the actual bottle that the injection comes in. Do not do that because next time you want to use the leftover, you've contaminated it by sticking the needle back in. All right, so you just kind of stick that in there and just draw it up. You know how to do that. Now injecting it is a in my opinion, is a whole lot better than brining. It takes less time. I like to leave the injection in for about an hour before I put it on the grill. You don't have to, just long enough for your coals to heat up. 20 or 30 minutes is okay. But if you leave it in for about an hour, the injection has time to disperse. If you put it on too soon, you'll kind of have these little pockets of the injectable marinade inside the meat that you can see. I'm probably going to leave this in the fridge for 3 to 4 hours. I'm gonna get the legs too, because it's Sunday morning and I'm going to church, and I'm gonna cook this when I get home from church. All right. Just get as about a cup, about what you need. This is a 14-pound bird, by the way. Of course, it's not 14 pounds anymore. I took the backbone out, but you get the point. You can even, if the wings are big enough, you can even put it on the wings. I think I'm going to mention that in the intro anyway, that it's a 14-pound bird. There we go. Now, I wouldn't inject the wings of a chicken. They're too small, but turkey, yeah. These wings in here like this. And right in there, that meat right there. Oops. Maybe that's good enough. All right, let's see if we can get one more in here. And you can turn it over and inject it too, because you can inject it from the bottom side since it's spatchcocked and all. In fact, I don't have enough to draw up, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn it over and just pour that injection inside there like that. Flip it back over this way. All right, now, the injection that ran out is enough oil on here. You can put olive oil on the skin if you want, but I generally don't have to. I like to tuck the wings under like that right there. You don't have to do that either. Now, this is the little poultry rub. It's spicy though, if you don't like spicy, but I love it. I absolutely love this stuff on turkey, especially a smoked or grilled turkey. Oh man, it's good. All right, so I'll have I made the video last January 2017. In that video, I mentioned my New Year's resolution was to learn French. I've learned some French. I haven't learned as much as I want to though. But I'm still working at it. And that's better than nothing, right? C'est bon. C'est bon. All right, I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator. It's gonna stay in there about 3 hours before I put this on the grill, because it's Sunday morning and I'm going to church, y'all. Leave it in the fridge for about an hour and you're good. Big Lew barbecue. Okay, I've got the chimney started up, and around the outside here, it's black and I'm in the shade, but I've got a charcoal. Now, you don't need to stack them like you are if you're doing the snake method or something, because we're not doing the steak method. We just want the charcoal all around the outside. And I've put mostly applewood chips and 1 chunk of hickory. I like oak with my turkey. I don't have any oak. Too much hickory might be too much with the turkey. I don't know. Apple might be a little too. So I got 1 chunk of hickory, and the rest is applewood chips around the outside. If I had oak, I'd be using that. Anyway, I'll show you what it looks like when we dump the coals out. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to pour these coals out all around this outside ring. Just all around the outside ring. And if there's any in the center, kind of scoop them to the side. Probably easier to use a fireplace shovel. All right. And just kind of get them all around the outside here, somewhat evenly. Okay, you need a big cast iron skillet, probably 18 to 20 inches. I don't have that. What I've got is a 17-inch seasoned steel skillet, and it is seasoned. It doesn't look as bad as it does on camera because the lights are shining on it. But as you can see, that's shadow from the lights. But Anyway, it's a 17-inch seasoned steel lodge skillet. It's basically a paella pan. A 12-pound bird fits in it pretty well. This 14-pound bird I think is going to hang out just a little bit, but that's okay. We're going to drop it right here like this. Tuck the wings back behind there, and I guess those legs will stick out like that. All right, so that's it. We're gonna set that on the grill just like that. Big Lew barbecue. My grill is up just above 300. I want this running around 350, 325 to 350. So I'm just gonna set that paella pan, that skillet right there, and it's got these two little handles on that for turning the turkey as I have to in case there's a hot spot or something. But it fits a whole lot better under a Weber grill if you spatchcock it. Now my wife, I may have mentioned this in the intro, but my wife said there ain't no way you're gonna spatchcock my Thanksgiving turkey. But for a family meal, it's just fine. All right, this bird is done. I have checked it, and it is over almost 170 in the breast. I may have got this a little overdone. Let me see how I'm gonna get this onto that platter. Yeah, it's gonna slide. It's gonna slide, Chief. All right. And it was almost 190 in the thighs. So this beautiful turkey bird, dogs hush, is done. I'll bring it in, wrap it up, and you see all those drippings? That's gonna be gravy. Big Lew barbecue.
How about some groovy gravy, baby? Take those drippings and you put some flour in and make up a roux. And as I was making the roux, my daughter was videoing and she didn't get it videoed, but I wound up snapping the handle to the little spoon. But you just kind of stir it in. I put in that gravy packet from the turkey as well and added in some water. It's really not that hard to do. Just, you know, fry up the flour and the drippings and then add in the gravy packet and some water and season it the way you like it. And then you give it a taste test.
Taste it real quick. Oh, good gravy. That's good gravy. Woo! I don't have to add any Cajun Creole seasoning. All right, so we're gonna get this off of here. All right, this is ready. We're gonna put that in the oven, keep it warm. Not turn the oven on. Now, this is some cornbread dressing I'm making to go with that turkey. And there's gonna be a video about it too. We're gonna cover it up. Let it shake, rattle, and roll. It's been resting for quite a while. Now when you spatchcock it, it really is quite easy to carve. You could take the whole thigh and the leg quarter off like that. And then just right through, well, I missed the knuckle. If you're cutting bone, you're in the wrong place. So I was in the wrong place. Look at that. Smoke ring. And that was on a Weber, y'all. That was on a Weber. All right, now you can serve the whole thigh. That's the inside of the thigh. All right. The breast just, the wing just, well, I'm cutting in the wrong place, aren't I? Get the breast meat. Just like that. Oh my goodness, look at all that juice coming out of there. It's all juice, you see? See all that? That's juice. That's not blood, that's not anything. Eli, you want a taste test of this turkey?
I guess so.
Here you go, buddy. And some skin.
That is so good.
Is it? I love turkey. It's my best thing to do on the grill here. That's my son Eli. 11-year-olds don't lie. All right?
Most of the time. But this is good.
All right, anyway, it's easy to carve. You don't have that wishbone there, and it's really not that hard to carve. And of course, I should be able to get that wing off of there now. But goodness gracious. That should come off, but I'm cutting in the wrong place or something. Used to cutting chicken. There we go. Need to cut right there. All right, here's some wing meat. Look at that. Oh, oh. You have some dark meat.
It's good. Nice. Good.
Look at that smoke ring and how juicy that is from that marinade.
Is that dark meat?
That's dark meat right here. You want some dark meat? From the thigh. Here you go. Turkey is my favorite thing to cut. All right. Oh! Wow! I'm gonna get this cut up. I'll show you what a plate looks like with some dressing and gravy on it. Okay, I got some white meat. I got some dark meat from the thigh. Little piece from the skin. I think that's around the wing. And we're gonna put some gravy on it just like that. Now this turkey's so juicy it doesn't really need gravy. But hey, I made the gravy because everything's better with gravy. We gotta get some on that dressing too. Just a little bit more. A little bit more right there. Now, I've already taste tested the turkey. And in the dressing video, I taste tested the dressing. But we're gonna taste test this with the, See, Mom, you can do turkey and gravy on the grill with gravy, all right? Now, I know it's spatchcocked. It didn't look like a pretty holiday bird, but I tell you what, you don't know that when it's cut up and served. Tastes wonderful. Big Lew Barbecue, thanks for watching Turkey and Gravy on the Grill.